Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, we are going to learn account receivable in SAP. Account receivable or the money owed to the business customers are playing a vital role in any business. Let's look at the account receivable process in SAP. Accounts receivable process started when a customer buys a company's product. The customer buys product by requesting a quotation or by generating a sales order directly on the old prices they have already in their system. These steps are handled by the sales team of every company. After getting a sales order, if a company is selling services, then it provided as per the purchase order. Or if they are providing the product, then product should be available in their inventory or stock. The product has to pack from inventory, pack it well and ship it to the client location or the warehouse. All of these steps are recorded in SAP. Then create the invoice in SAP and send to the customer. Now customer has received the goods and invoice, and now he will submit the payment by check, wire or cash based on agreed terms and conditions. The last two steps are normally handled by the account receivable department. All posts are updated in general ledger in real time while making any changes in any mentioned process. This means that the reports can be run anytime with having current data. Now we are going to create a customer or business partner in SAP. Let's create a new customer in SAP by entering transaction code BP and press enter. We need to close this window as we need to create a new customer. The locator was useful if we are searching for existing created customer. Now we click on Organization tab because the customer we are creating is a company. System gives us a notification and telling us to choose the role in which you are creating a business partner. This is very important to choose, so I will click on drop down and choose customer financial accounting. Now we have warning message which says actually we did not enter yet any information, so we will click on create. In this window we have only 5 required fields with red star. We are going to fill them now. First field is customer name. I will write here Anza Retailers. So then we will scroll down to the street address area. The postal code is, we need to write here 92101, and city is San Diego, and country we need to fill here US, United States. The next field we will choose is the language, which is English. Now you can fill any of the additional field you need, but they are not required by SAP. You can see that we have 12 tabs which may or may not important for an organization. We are in customer financial accounting role, and we have here customer general data, customer tax data, customer additional data, customer unloading points, and customer text fields to edit. Customer general data allows us to add more information about customer. Customer text data can be used to add the text details. Customer additional data used to enter any useful information. Customer unloading points deal with shipping and delivery. And customer text data used to enter text form about the specific customer. Click on Customer Text tab and let's edit here the billing instructions, and click on the checkbox near to the billing instructions, and after that you can scroll down and we will click on the edit text tab. It pop-ups with the warning and we need to click here on allow. It again showing a warning, click allow again. Now you have here a word processing screen. You can write here customer instructions like customer required itemized invoice. Then from the bottom status bar we will click on save and cancel. Now you can see that the text is showing here on the long text area that customer required itemized invoice. next to the billing instruction. Now we can save this customer by pressing save button below. We have a message on the status bar below showing that this customer has been saved and assigned with a static number. To use this customer in accounts receivable process, we need to give this customer a company code. By clicking on the top more, and company code system has taken us to the display mode. We should change this by clicking switch between display and change button. We want to extend this customer a company code of 1000 and press enter. Now you can see the reconciliation fields are active and we can edit them. Click on reconciliation account field and press the magical button. You will choose the account receivable by double clicking on the GL account code. Next, we will click on the customer payment transaction tab. We will update the payment terms net 30. In payment term field, we are going to write here NT30. And now we are finished and we are going to click on save. There is one more business role need to assign to this customer so we can actually make sale to this customer. We will click on the drop down and select the customer. We need to assign this customer to a sales organization. To do this, we click on more tab and sales and distribution. Now is the sale organization field. We click on the magical button and we will choose the sales organization with the code of 1000. As you can see, distribution and division field also populated. We will press save and customer saved successfully. Now we are going to maintain a business partner or a customer in SAP. So to do this, we need to enter the transaction code BP and press enter. From this area, we will write the business partner number on the field 100291, and down here we will press start to search. And you can see here we will double click on the partner code number and we will close the work list area. By default, we have business partner general role. Now we need to go to credit management role, click on drop down and we will choose here SAP credit management. Credit management process shows us the payment behavior of the customer. We can edit the credit limit according to the payment history of the customer. We don't have any data here, so let's assume that we will give this customer 10,000 credit limit. To do this, we will click on more and now click on credit segment data. Then on this screen we will go to the credit segment field and click on the drop down of credit segment field and choose main credit segment USD. This customer currently did not has credit limit defined. Now click on limit defined radio button and we will write here the limit 10,000 US dollar, and we will click on the validity date. It is valid till 31st December 2019, and after that we will press enter. Now we have made a request for credit limit for this customer. An approval manager has to approve this by clicking on the tick mark, the green tick mark. So in my case, I am the approver, so I will myself click on the approved tick mark. Now you can see the credit limit to populated as 10,000 US dollar with validity of 31st December 2009. Now we are going to the bottom and we will save, and now SAP credit management role has been defined and changed successfully. In business, sales occur when a supplier submits his quotation. Then an organization issue a purchase order on approved quotation. Then material delivery done by supplier and an invoice phase started. Let's create an invoice by using an existing purchase order. To do this, we will enter transaction code in the search menu VF01 and we will press enter. From this screen, the first field we need to choose is the billing type. By pressing the drop down and choose F2 invoice. It is used for order related invoice to create through the existing order. The next field we are talking about is service rendered, which is the date of services completed or product delivered. We enter today's date here, and the next is the billing date, which is invoice creation date. The invoice creation date, we will enter today's date. Now we will move to the pricing date field, which is used to select the currencies to determine the exchange rate for a specific date. We use today's date. The upper portion of the invoice is done, and now we will do the lower portion of docs to be processed. We can create multiple invoice or a single invoice. We will create only one invoice now. We will enter sales order number in document field and we will press enter. As you can see, the system automatically populated the net value of this sales order. Also, you can see the pair, the number, the name and the address, and also in the lower portion you have line items of the sales order. We have consulting service with 8 hours and the net value of 960 US dollar. Everything looks cool. We are ready to create this invoice by pressing the save button. In below status bar, we have message that invoice is posted successfully. Now let's create an invoice without sales order in SAP. To do this, we need to enter a transaction code FB70 and press enter. We have an interface to create an invoice without purchase order. We already have a transaction field invoice, so we will leave it as it is. Next is our customer field. We will write here our customer number, or if we don't have, then we can search by pressing the magical button. Next, we will add the date on invoice date field. Click on magical button and select today's date. The posting date field is auto shown with the today's date. This also can be editable. So now we will press enter. So the system reads our enter data and gives us the required information of the supplier. On the right side, we have customer information, their name, address and banking information. The next step is to enter the invoice amount. Let's assume this customer owes 1,002 US dollar. We will enter 1,000 in amount field and press enter. On the top right corner, we have red light, which means balance has some problem. When move cursor on it, it says balance not equal to 0. System tells us this warning to select as general ledger, which needs to be credited against this invoice. To fix this, scroll down and go to the first line item. Enter the GL account number in this field and press enter. In the next field, short text, account name, other receivables, NRA. We will choose this account because we cannot post directly to the reconciliation account. Next field is debit or credit. So we will choose here as credit. And now we will enter 1,000 in the amount in document currency field and press enter. On the top right, again we have now green light and which shows balance 0. And when I move cursor on it, it says balance equal to 0. This invoice also shows the payment terms on baseline date from this customer master record, which is net 30 days. As it is 30th April 2019, let's assume that we need to change the payment terms of this customer to 60 days. To do this, we will click on Payment tab. In the Payment Term field, click on the magical button, and after that scroll down. After scroll down, you need to double click on NT60 within 60 days due net and press enter. When we are going to press enter, the yellow fields pop up. To deal with these yellow warning messages in SAP, if you press enter again, so these yellow warnings will go away automatically. So now we need to click on the basic data tab, and you can see here our payment terms has been changed to 60 days net on the baseline date of today. Now we are ready to post this invoice by clicking on the post button below. System gives us a message in the bottom that the invoice successfully created. Now let's post an incoming payment in SAP. To do this, we will write the transaction code in the search bar F28 and press enter. Now we are on post incoming payments interface. First we need to enter the document date by clicking the magical button, select today's date. Next is the document type, which is DZ, which by default by system. Company code is also default by system 1710, and the currency is US dollar. Posting date is auto populated with today's date, as this is editable also. All other fields are optional in the header. Now we are going to move to the bank data area. We will click on the account, and we will write here the bank account number of the customer, which is 11001010, and the next field, which is amount, write here the total invoice value, which is 200 US dollar. Next we must enter the value date, which is not compulsory, but we need to enter this. Now move down to the open selection item area. Here you can see the account field, which is the customer account to whom we need to apply for this payment, and we will choose the account type is by default D, which means it is a customer account, and which is correct. We need to leave it as it is. Now we are ready to post this payment by pressing the post button below. The status bar shows that we have successfully posted incoming payment transaction. Now it is a time for account receivable reports in SAP. Let's look at the list of customers line item report by writing the transaction code S_ALR_870129197 and press enter. Here we have selection criteria to get report. This report is very useful to get the outstanding balance of the line items in our receivables. If we need to get a report for a specific customer, then we can write the customer account field. In our case, we will see the entire company code by writing 1710. Now we will scroll down to the line item selection area. We want to see the report of all open items. So we will click on the radio button of all open items. We will see what is open today. So we will keep the today's date. Now we need to select the layout. We will scroll down and we will go to the layout section by entering the layout name, which we have created earlier, which is JV. And now we will press the button execute from the bottom. All information on the upper portion is specific about the customer: number, name, and address. We scroll down and see the line items of this customer. The second column is the posting date on which invoice was posted. The due on column is the due date of the payment against each line item. The next column shows the amount in local currency, which is US dollar. Let's scroll down to the bottom of this report. This customer has 108,459.6 cents in his balance. Let's scroll down more to the bottom of this report. This is the total of all items we have made according to our selection. that this customer has total 139,259.60 cents till today's date. Let's see how we can open reports by using SAP Easy Access. To do this, we need to exit this screen, so we will press on exit and exit again. Now we will use the menu tray from here. We will expand first the accounting folder, then the financial accounting folder, and then account receivable folder. Then we will click on the information system folder, the reports of account receivable accounting, and the report is customer balances. The customer balances report shows us the total balance of each customer. Next, customer line items folder, which has reports of due or paid line items. And finally, we will open the folder of master data, which shows us customer information report about their name, address, and what changes made by user to this customer. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel for more videos. Goodbye and good luck.